As I was saying, my storage thingy needed to be thingy-majiggied. Um, no, it makes sense that any underlying conditions you have is going to affect having alters, obviously. It's going to mean that they're going to present slightly differently, and it would be kind of cool to, like, maybe have even subtypes nearly created of that, just like how every single underlying condition like maybe autism, PPD, ADHD might affect having alters slightly differently. Although, yeah. It's kind of like the way that autism and ADHD have combined to create their own sort of thing. ADHD, I think that's what it's called. There was other stuff I had thoughts about, but I can't remember. Oh yeah. I've been meaning to make a video about Teal Swan's new video, Nice Guys. I need to make a video on that soon. And tomorrow when I'm finished talking to Phyllis, I'm going to I'll make a video after that just explaining how it went. Hopefully I'll be looking for an apartment by myself. Although Phyllis says that I should look for a roommate. I think I would be pretty lonely, so maybe she might have a point with it, but just because you have someone around doesn't necessarily mean that you're fulfilled in their presence. It should have to be someone that I like, you know? I'd rather get a place of my own first, if I can. My birthday just passed and my uncle gave me about 300 quid for driving lessons. My dad took some of it, but if I can get it off of him, then I was thinking of putting it into the bank, getting it into the bank along with the birthday money that I got as to put it down as a down payment for an apartment, depending on how much I have to pay for HAP. And I feel a bit shitty doing that, although I won't do that if I can save on the dole before I get HAP. My jaw looks weird. Looks like I'm doing this. God, it's bothering me. Yeah. If I need to, I'll put that into the bank. Tell me save for the deposit or whatever it is that I have to pay first on the place I want to rent. You know, I think HAP takes care of the first month's rent, but I think I have to pay deposit. So, I found a few places in Navan that look alright. Yeah. So I guess even if HAP doesn't work out, I can still get a job. I can cycle in and out now. There ain't nothing stopping me. I had a breakdown recently where my mother attempted to starve me again a few months back. My dad finally stood up to me in front of her. I think the fact that I'm going for that PLC has helped my family's perception of me. So even if something gets messed up with HAP, which it shouldn't because I have the HAP pack now, and I think that's half the battle. If something happens, I can still get in and out to work and still get into shared accommodation at the very least, because there are places I can afford on minimum wage and shared accommodation. I probably need to list out my points that I was going to make in my videos, and then list them out, and then make videos on them. I have this sense that I'm not going to be here for very long. I don't want to make a prediction. Well, I'd end up embarrassing myself, but I just have that feeling, you know? Hopefully I'm right. This boy that I've been talking to, the one with BPD, he is so fucking fine. Oh, you'd want to see him. He's got such good looks. And on top of that, I actually like his personality. I feel very protective of the poor guy, and I'm beginning to realize that people with BPD, the ones I know, the one person that I suspect of having BPD, he's diagnosed, and I follow someone on Instagram who is also diagnosed. No, I think they're diagnosed. I should check that. Fuck. They make content about having BPD and all those symptoms and lists and such. Incredibly closely developing a narcissistic child. I'm gonna call it that, to be honest. I like to call it that, narcissistic child. Witnessing someone have the courage to be vulnerable in close relationship, witnessing someone trust that kind of vulnerability about them feels like a kind of a courage that I just cannot particularly ask for. You're able to express your emotions and control without fear of judgment. You're able to self-advocate, even if it hurts or sense that comes through as controlling and losing yourself. It's still feeling, it's still closely self-advocation and everything that I've done to myself. Rather than even say my needs, because I think with fear, I'm noticing with the new boy that I've been talking to seems to have this about him as well. There's a similar kind of narrative between the two of them. And part of that is one of the reasons I know that this confidence is happening in the world. But there's also part of the reason that I feel like I've been drawn to him, because good looks aside, there are plenty of extremely attractive people that I've met. People who are attractive and feel enjoyable. And I still haven't had feelings for them. But this particular boy, I'm wondering if perhaps there's something in me that's kind of telling myself full of like it's like an opposites attract kind of a thing, you know? And I'm beginning to I need to meet more people who I know have BPD to see whether or not this theory of mine is correct. This kind of vulnerability that they have about them, and maybe it's just what I feel, but this kind of vulnerability that they seem to have about them, this fact that all of their behaviors are still coming from a need and want to be loved. I'm beginning to see that and see myself as in awe of it. You know? And it's funny as well that while I want to protect him in a way, I still don't see him as being less capable than me. You know, because I think that's kind of the way that people treat people who they feel are vulnerable. But with both of my friends with BPD, one that I suspect to have BPD, the other who told me himself he got diagnosed, it's a vulnerability that comes with strength and fortitude. And I wish I could explain it. I might need to make art based off of it just to be able to convey the concept. It's something that I don't think can really truly be said in words. Despite this feeling of wanting to protect him from things which I know he does not need, still, I feel that way with people that I have feelings for. I still don't see him as any less capable than me. He does give me the vibes of someone who's a little bit lost in the world. But I think he'll be alright. I haven't spoken on here about the narcissistic shell that I developed.